Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And let's continue the series I've been doing where I attempt to name who I believe is the best player in each NBA franchise's history. Their all-time GOAT previously did NFL. They're in a playlist. You can check them out. Have the NBA ones I've done in a playlist as well. Going in alphabetical order, today we land on the Phoenix Suns. Now, the Phoenix Suns in all-girl season was 1968-69. So they have a total of 57 seasons of NBA action. Still looking for their first championship. They've made three finals. Lost in 1976, 1993, and 2021. Now, before I name who I believe is the GOAT, I've been revisiting my NBA Mount Rushmores for these. 2 years ago, I did my NBA Mount Rushmores where I attempted to name the four best players in each franchise history. So just revisiting them, seeing if I would make any changes. And for the Suns, I have because I decided to put an active player on. So in alphabetical order, I have Sir Charles Barkley, helped guide the Suns to a finals and was named the MVP that season, 92-93. Added on to the Mount Rushmore is Devin Booker. Booker has played a total of 9 seasons now with the Suns, averaging 24.3 points per game during that time. Finished fourth in MVP voting in 2021-22. Kevin Johnson, a 5-time All-NBA. Can we get him into the Hall of Fame? And Steve Nash, back-to-back MVP seasons in 2004-05 and 2005-06. Now, the guy I took off the Mount Rushmore and replaced him with Devin Booker is Amar'e Stoudemire. Stoudemire was an absolute beast with Phoenix, but in the end, Devin Booker has a longer tenure now. He's actually played more games with Phoenix, so I gave him the edge. Other honorable mentions include Shawn Marion, Dick Van Arsdale, Walter Davis, Alvin Adams, Paul Westphal, and Thunder Dan Majerle, to name a few. But in the end, my greatest Phoenix Suns player in team history is Steve Nash. Nash was the 15th overall selection by the Suns in the 1996 NBA draft, but he only played 2 seasons for him before heading to Dallas for 6, but then played the next following 8 seasons for the Suns, and that tenure is really what gets him on. As mentioned, Nash was the back-to-back MVP winner in 2004-05 and 2005-06. He also had MVP finishes of 2nd, 8th, and 9th twice with the franchise. Just an all-time shooter as well as an all-time passer, let's be honest. But let's take a look at his season-by-season numbers via his basketball reference page. Now, for this, I'm only listing his second tenure with the Suns. His first tenure with the Suns really didn't get the playing time he got with the Suns later, and this is what got him on the list. But anyhow, Nash also made 3 straight All-NBA first teams from 2004-05 to 2006-07. Also made 2 second All-NBA teams. Was a 6-time All-Star with Phoenix. All in all, including his first tenure, 14.4 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, 9.4 assists. But if you do not include that first tenure, his numbers in those 8 seasons, 16.1 points, 3.4 rebounds, 10.7 assists. And not only that, look at his shooting splits from those 8 seasons with Phoenix. 50.6% from the field, 43.4% from 3, and 91.2% from the charity stripe. So again, an all-time shooter. You hear 50, 40, 90, how that's such an exclusive club for one season. Nash did it over an 8-season period with the Suns. Not only that, he led the league in assists 5 times while with Phoenix. In 7 of those 8 seasons, had double-digit assist averages. Twice led the league in free throw percentage. He had 6 seasons where he shot over 40% from 3, and really 8 if you consider the first 2 as well. And he shot over 50% in 7 of those 8 seasons in his second tenure. So again, just an all-time shooter. Nash, part of one of the most exciting teams with Mike D'Antoni at the helm. Unfortunately, they were not able to reach an NBA Finals. Coming close in 2005-06, where they lost in the Western Conference Finals to the Dallas Mavericks. And then in 2010, they lost in the Western Conference Finals to the Los Angeles Lakers. But he was awesome in the playoffs as well. 75 career playoff games, averages at 18.2 points, 3.4 rebounds, 9.7 assists. Just outstanding. 3 straight seasons, 2004-05 to 2006-07, led the NBA in playoff assist average. So all time, and yes, 6 seasons with Dallas and 2 seasons with the Lakers at the end, but the majority of his time was with the Suns. 5th all time with his 10,335 assists. And actually 2nd all time, shooting 90.4% from the charity stripe. In the end, I give Steve Nash the edge. Probably have Charles Barkley second. The reason I got to give Nash the edge is because Barkley only played 4 seasons with the Suns, as good as he was. Nash just a much longer tenure. But let me know your thoughts. Do you agree that Steve Nash is the greatest Suns player of all time? Do you agree with my Mount Rushmore for the Suns? Let me know in the comments. For all these, at the end, I take a look at the active roster, decide if anyone on there can overtake the GOAT, be a Mount Rushmore member, or be an honorable mention. Well, there already is a Mount Rushmore member in Devin Booker. It's going to be very difficult for him to overtake Steve Nash. Probably would have to be a career Sun and, maybe win a title or 2. I'm not anticipating him doing so, but I guess there's a possibility. Otherwise, Kevin Durant only played 1 full season with the team. Maybe if he could help guide him to a championship, he could be an honorable mention, but I don't see him making the Mount Rushmore. Otherwise, that's really it from the active roster. Bradley Beal, just 1 season. And, not the Bradley Beal he was with Washington. But stay tuned for tomorrow. I will take a look at the Portland Trailblazers. Who is their best player of all time? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.